What's up, YouTube Faith family? It's your girl, LA and Miss Cavatica, and we are rolling. This week adventure is taking us out to Anderson, Texas for a 64-mile chapter ride to Yankees Tavern and Grill. Kickstands was up at 10 a.m. The forecast is about 70 degrees right about now. A little nippy to be on the bike, but the high is supposed to be 77, so it should be a beautiful day. A little different from the ride we took yesterday where I talked about how cloudy it was and gloomy and misty. So you guys have to check that post out, that YouTube video out. It will definitely bless your socks off. But anyway, like I said, we're getting ready to head out to Anderson, Texas to Yankees Tavern Grill. I've been there before, and it's a beautiful destination. Love the ride going there. Heard they have great burgers, so we're going to check it out. But we're going to get into this ride. But I thought it would be cool to show you how we ride. So check this out. So I thought it would be a really cool idea to show you guys how our chapter rides. This is group 1 getting ready to leave where we host the ride from. This is our kickstands up, as we call it. And it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and what we do is form our groups before we get on the bikes. So if we have 25 riders or 25 bikes, those bikes are broken up into groups of 5, and those particular bike riders will all get in a group and proceed to get on their bikes, and we wait to be staged. And so this is what you're seeing right here. It is a really beautiful thing to see. This is group 2 that's getting ready to head out. Everybody gives the thumbs up. And this is group 3 that's getting ready to head out. I am in group 4, and my husband is a road captain, and he's going to be the lead of our group 4. So that's group 3 that's leading out. So we tend to form our groups off the bike because it organizes things a little bit better, and it's a little bit safer than getting on your bikes and trying to figure out what group you're in. So that's why you see different bikes pulling off at different times. So this is my husband. He's the lead of our group. I'm in second position behind him. That is our super sweep, who's holding up the thumbs up to let us know if we're all good. Everybody gives a thumbs up. And he is in group 5, and that's the bikes you see along the fence line. He is the super sweep. So here we are, group 4, getting ready to head out. And we are on Cena Communications, and so we are on channel 5. Group 4 moves up one group, one number on the Cena dial. So we're group 4, channel 5. We get into a parade formation, which is side by side at lights. So that's why you see us 2 by 2. Very tight group. That is group 3 in front of us. And so the really cool thing about riding in an organized chapter such as ours is there's safety in numbers. And especially when it's organized, there's no chaos or anything like that. It's just a smooth entrance and exit from, our location where we stage the bikes. And here's the beautiful thing, seeing everyone ride in staggered formation, which is what we do. And so this is how we do it. This is how our chapter rides. It's very organized. And like I said, it's safety in numbers. And I thought it would be something cool for you guys to see how we ride. So now that we're into this ride, let's talk about how did we get here. Well, it all started with a Facebook group called Women of On Road by Can-Am in May of 2020. And you would have to be sleeping under a rock if you don't know what was going on in our country that year. But if you were sleeping under a rock, our nation was dealing with COVID-19. Texas was under stay-at-home orders, and we were all trying to make the best of a crazy situation. So, because this group was growing like wildfire, they wanted to connect the women that were in the group with women in their local area. And that's where I met a fellow Wind sister that lived out in the Woodlands of Texas, who was a Spyder Ryder. Now, the funny thing is, I didn't even own a bike when I joined this group. And I'll post the link to where you can read about that adventure because it will truly bless you. But she and I got to chatting outside of the Facebook group, and I would bug the heck out of her, y'all, about, possibly meeting up to do a ride. Now, mind you, I didn't even have a bike, but, possibly meeting up to do a ride and, asking her questions about her bike. And she was so helpful and encouraging. She answered every crazy question I ever sent her through a text message. But finally, I got my bike and I asked her, hey, do you want to, possibly meet up and do this Spyder Ride event that I saw on Facebook? And crickets. Didn't hear anything back. And so finally, I get a text message from her and it said, hey, I really don't like riding with other groups, but here's our HD calendar, Harley Davidson calendar. Why don't you and your husband come and ride with us? But before you do, why don't you guys come and meet us and get a feel for things? A few of us are going to meet up at Long Pint, which is a beer garden located in Magnolia, Texas. And so we did. We showed up on bikes and they showed up in trucks. Another lesson we learned when doing chapter rides, hence beer garden. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, so most of the people that we met that night were officers in the chapter. Her husband was at the time the chapter director, and the rest is history. We went on our first organized chapter ride that Saturday. Her and her husband put us in their group and took great care of us. That was also when my husband realized he needed a bigger bike, so I found him one through Facebook Market, and her husband actually went with him to check the bike out, test ride it, and gave his blessings on it being a good deal. And we joined the chapter because you cannot be a part of the chapter if you do not own a Harley Davidson motorcycle. So we became members. And I say after a while of being in the chapter, I became the chapter photographer, and my husband became the editor for the chapter. And then after about a year, they approached him about going through the training to be a road captain. So now he's a road captain and assistant road captain. And we've been riding with the chapter ever since. And now I know why she did not like riding with other groups, because once you ride with a chapter whose number one priority is safety first, you never, and I mean never ever, want to ride any other way. Period, point blank, and the period, y'all. But we are members of the Woodlands, Texas chapter 1420, and our chapter is a recognized Harley Davidson sponsored chapter, and we are based out of the dealership in the Woodlands of Texas. And we've enjoyed it. It has been a tremendous blessing to both of us. Spouses, like myself, I have the privilege of becoming an associate member through my husband's membership, and we have been granted permission through our dealership to ride our ride, which is why you see me refer to myself as a spider amongst hogs. But here we are arriving at Yankees Tavern and Grill, which is located in Anderson, Texas. It is a biker's destination, y'all. It is on it's on a biker's wish list to come and ride out to Yankees Tavern. It's truly a biker's destination. It's a beautiful ride, but it has just enough curbs to test your faith and strengthen your prayer life. But and I hear they have great burgers too. But our chapter we have some bragging rights. We won the Ride 365 challenge for the Harley Davidson contest. We have over 800,057 miles plus, and we're doing some exciting chapter rides because we ride, y'all. We have a spring vacation ride to Arkansas. We're doing the Milwaukee Harley-Davidson 120th anniversary ride home. We're doing the Grand Texas tour right now. We're also doing our annual Hill Country ride, where this year the eclipse is going to be passing through Kerrville, Texas, so you'll be able to see that. And then we have a theme ride called Weekend at Bernie's, which one of our chapter members is hosting a ride out to Bernie, Texas, or Bourne, Texas. But yeah, we ride. So looking forward to all of that good stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in chapter rides, I would encourage you to check out your local area and see if you can, join them for a ride. You're definitely going to have to sign a waiver, but it is worth it. It is truly, truly, truly worth it. But listen, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, y'all. And because of that, we can ride the good ride of faith. I love y'all. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and please continue to share and all that good housekeeping stuff that goes along with having a channel. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Get out there on the open road and try and find a chapter that you feel safe with riding with. Make sure they have a clipboard. I'll talk about that. I'll post a link for a video I did about that. But yeah, God bless. I love you guys. Ride safe and stay in faith.